Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So that's where we started. We started what? Dhammodesa. So Dhammodesa session, and also we talk about the Phassa. Because in the Dhammodesa session, it starts with the Phassa. Okay, it will talk about the how many Dhamma. So 56 plus 9 Dhamma. Okay, 56 plus 9 Dhamma. Altogether 60, how to say, 65. Okay, 65 Dhammas will be explained in detail as explained in the Dhammasaṅgaṇī. So as you know that in the Dhammasaṅgaṇī, starting from the paragraph number 1 up to the paragraph number 145. So they are talking about the Phassa Kusala Citta. Okay, Phassa Kusala Citta. So Phassa Kusala Citta, when the Buddha explained Phassa Kusala Citta, then the last session is a Sonyata session, emptiness. Okay, then the second session or middle session is a Kotasa, grouping session on grouping. And then the first session is a Vada-bhajan, Vada-bhajaniya, word analysis. Okay, so and then in the word analysis, there you can see on the Dhammasaṅgaṇī Pali, page number 26, paragraph number 57. So up to the Avaikeba. So it means the 56 Dhammas are analyzed one after another in the Dhammasaṅgaṇī. So the way in which Dhammasaṅgaṇī provide the word analysis can be understood. Okay, it's explained in the Dhamma, what? It is explained in the Atha Salini. Yeah. So, yeah, for example, with the example of the Phassa, you can see that each and every word can be analyzed in 3 ways. Okay, Yanjana Vasena, by means of a letter. So something like if you see the Dhammasaṅgaṇī Pali regarding the Phassa, Phasso Pusana. Okay, this is by means of the letter. It derived from them. It just take the word itself, Phassa, as well as the Pusana, touching. So that is pure word, and without having any preface, without paying much attention on the meaning, but only placing its emphasis on the word. So that is Phasso Pusana. Okay, so Bhyanjana Vasena, then what? Upasara, preface, by means of preface. So something like here, Pusana, Sampusana. So the prefix san is added to the word Pusana. So, and then another way of analysis is that Atta was saying by means of the meaning. So, by means of the meaning, what is the pasa? Means it is the state of touching, the state of being touched, or state of touching is better. State of touching. So it emphasizes on the meaning. So in this way, that three way of explanation or analysis, you can see when you are reading Dhammasaṅgaṇī Pali. In the case of Vedana, Sanya, Sangha, Chetana, Chitta, and so on. So you can include under these three way of analysis. Okay, number one is Dhyanjana was saying by means of a letter. Number two is Upasaka was saying by means of preface, some preface, Kusana here. In the Sanya also here, Sanjanana, something like a Sanjanana. And then Sanjani that Jedana also Sanjedana. So, and then Atta was saying by means of the meaning, Sampusiddhata. So if you read Dhammasaṅgaṇī Pali, you have to you pay attention to this word, whether it is mere words or with the preface in front of the word, or so with the word what ta, right, ta. So if you study the Pali grammar, and then when is emphasis not on the person, not on the being, or doer, or something that has been done, doer or the action of a doing, but is it the state of a state or condition of a in action, or state or condition of a verb, is a called power. Okay, power in the sense of the power. So in this way, the words, each and every one of the 56 words are analyzed in three ways. So this understanding will make you easy when you read Pali text itself, something like a Paso, Pusana, Sampusana, Sampusiddhata. Okay, then as I explained you before, Jiva Banaga Dhamma is an eye. So it's a commentary explanation. Commentator trying to collect and then provide for our easy understanding. But in the Dhammasaṅgaṇī Pali, as I explained you on the page number 1 for 50 up to the 57. So it is with the Yewa Bana Dasmi Samayi Anyevi Ati. Okay, the other dhammas are also there, but it's just Mobana Arubina Dhamma. Other mentalities are also there that arise based on the provided condition. So Dhammasaṅgaṇī page number 26 is just with this word, but not no further explanation about the Yeva Banaga Dhamma. So commentator in this case is very, very grateful, and then it provides 9 kinds of Dhamma. Like a Manasik Adhimauka, a Manasikara, and then Dadra Majadada, and then what? Karuna Murida, and then 3 Vidadi. So it is provided in the commentary. So, and also as a commentator, according to that commentary, Atasalini commentary, then we can understand that 56 plus 9 altogether 65. So these 65 dhammas are analyzed, further analyzed. Okay, further analyzed in the Athasalini by providing the meaning. Okay, here in the last night I make a chart, but not yet finished all of the dhammas. So, but when I finish, I will give you. So the dhammas, the way in the Athasalini provide is here under this session. So you can, for you to make it easy access to do the commentary. So 65 dhammas are there. And now here, Dhamma, okay? Under the heading of a Dhamma, all the 56 Dhammas will be given one after another. And also it will be followed by the meaning, like a Pusatiti, Paso, Vedayatiti, Vedana, and so on. And then in some cases, simile is a giving. So when it is necessary to provide a simile, for the explanation of the Pasa, Vedana, and so on. So commentator is very generous to provide similes. And then it is followed by the characteristic, lakkhana, function, rasa, manifestation, pajupadana, and the proximate cause. So here also, in last Monday, I explained you that function is of two kinds, right? Kecha rasa and the sampati rasa. Action is 7, and also accomplishment. And then also Bhajupadhana also is of two kinds. If it is possible, the commentator are trying to provide. Bhajupadhana is Upadhana Bhajupadhana, and then what? Phala Bhajupadhana. So some of the significant points is that regarding the characteristics of function, sometimes we found that in the Athasalini, more than one function. Like for the Phasa, you have only one Fusana function, touching, function of touching. But here, you see Chetase Gagada Samadhi. Chetasa Ekagada. Chetasa Ekagada is a Samadhi, one-pointedness of the mind. Okay, in that case, what? You can see what? Pamokha Lakhana. Pamokha, actually, Pamokha. Pamokha Lakhana or Awekeba Lakhana, they are two, what? Two characteristics. Sometimes here, Satindriya, faith faculty. So in this regard, you can find where Sampasadana Lakhana or Sampakhandana Lakhana or Sadhana Lakhana or Ogabana Lakhana. So 4 possible characteristics are provided there. So similarly, for the Phasa, you may have only one function. Phasa also, I told you that there will be 2 functions, Sangatana Rasa, but that function, Sangatana, can be analyzed into 2, what, the Kecha and then what? Sambati. Okay, Kecha and Sambati. Action is the accomplishment of action. So, but it is provided only one Sangatana, as a Sangatana. The meaning will be different, but the time will be the same. But in the Vedana, you see, Anubhavana Lakhana, Anubhavana Rasa, Aramana Anubhavana Rasa, object. And the Aithagara Rasa also, okay? Aitha Agara, Aitha means desirable, Agara Mena, Agara Mena. Athasalini provide the Athasalini trying to explain the 56 or 65 dhammas, including Nivambanaga Dhamma. So in this manner, okay, Dhamma first and then meaning. Sometimes with the simile like this, simile of the pillar, simile of the key, or simile of the mark, and so on. Sometimes maybe it seems to be obvious for the commentator. That's why he don't provide simile. So, and then it is followed by the characteristics, function, manifestation, and also approximate cause. So this is the way commentator provide, commentator give explanation regarding these 56 or 65 dhammas. Okay, so the order is the same as we study in the very maybe very fast or maybe second or third lectures. We have a study that what are the 56 dhammas, okay, or what are the 65 dhammas. So these dhammas, according to order, maybe the first order is what? Phassa Panjamaka Rasi, Phassa Panjamaka group. A group, what? A group of 5 led by the Phassa. Okay? A group of 5 led by the Phassa. So here also the commentator follow this order. So Phassa, Vedana, Sanya, Chitana, Cheda, this belong to what? Phassa Panjamaka group. And then Vidaga, Vichara, Vidi, Sukha, Rasi. So, Vidaga, Vichara, Vidi, Sukha, Chetase, and then Indriya group. Okay, Sadhain, Vidi, Sadhainriya, and so on. After that, what? It goes to what? Meginga, okay, mega group, and so on. So it will be followed. In the order as we are in the Dhammasaṅgaṇī, as well as group in the Athasalini or Dhammasaṅgaṇī. So Monday last week we study about the Phassa, okay? So the purpose of this study is what? To understand clearly these dhammas whenever it happens within ourselves, okay? So it will be supportive for our for our meditation, okay? Meditation practice. If we practice meditation, then so these are the dhamma that should be discerned, okay? Nama rupa prachira jnana, okay? We have to analyze, we have to discern these dhammas in detail. So in that case, that will be very helpful to locate that dhamma, the nature of that dhamma. For example, function of the phassa. What is the function of the phassa, and how it manifests in our mind, and so on. So for us. So in our Dhammasariya level examination, monks and nuns or novices or whoever sit for the Athasalini or Dhammasaṅgaṇī paper, then they have one of the question is that they ask about these characteristic, function, manifestation, and approximate cause. So we have to learn by heart all of the mental, all of these. We call what Lakhanadi Chitoka. Okay, Lakhanadi Chitoka. Chitoka means fourfold. So led by the characteristic. Okay, what the characteristics of phasa, function, or the phasa, and so on. We have to learn by heart, and then it will help you. It will be helpful in our reading examination. Whatever they ask, and then we have to put it down on the paper, write it down on the paper. So it is, even though it is prescribed for the examination, it is really helpful for our daily life and also for our meditative experience. Okay, when we practice meditation also, we can easily recognize, oh, this is phasa, nature of phasa, and so on. So the point I like to tell you is I'm wondering whether should I go uh, these 56 or 65 dhammas in detail. Uh, so I need to maybe take a vote okay, with you. So when I read that, then I think it is understandable for you to read English translation as well together with the Salini, and also the Dhammas are also not a stranger to you, and they are also not stranger to you because you have studied a lot in the Dhammasaṅgaṇī, also in the Abhidhamma lectures. So the terms are very familiar with you. Mm. So if you can easily understand these dhammas, explained in the Salini, according to the meaning, and if there's a simile, with the simile also you can make it your own simile. Characteristics, function, manifestation, and proximate cause, then we can save the time. Otherwise, maybe if it is necessary for you, uh, maybe I have to go maybe roughly. What do you think, Mr.
Yeah,
Ryan? What do you think?
yeah.
We
Sharon, maybe you can go roughly, and because we have some new friends. Yeah.
okay. At the same time, I will provide this chart for you. Okay, so this chart will be very helpful for you to easily locate uh, about the 56 dhammas. So this chart is maybe roughly explanation for these 65 dhammas. Okay, even though we say 65 dhammas, they are very, how to say, some of them are overlapping. Okay, some of them are overlapping. Like Cetasika is a samadhi, sama samadhi or samadhi niriya, and so on. Awikeba also belong to samadhi. So that way I will go roughly. Okay, thank you. And then so today I hope I can cover the Phasa Panjamaka. Okay, Phasa Vedana Sanya Chirana Chita. Okay, these 5 dhammas. So regarding the Phasa, we last Monday we already discussed. So Vedana. Now today we go to the Vedana. Vedana on the page number what? Salini, page number Vedayati Vedana. Oh, yeah. On the page number 152, there you Salini, page number 152. There you can see Vedayati Vedana. Okay, Vedayati. It derived from the root vid. Okay, Vida has a what? Vida Satayan Lavinyani Dotriyansan. So in the Dadu, in the treatise about the Dhatu, the root meaning, they explain that Vida Dhatu has a what? I am Lavinyani meanings. Okay, the Vida root have four pairs, four meaning. Something which is happening. Okay, obviously happening, love, and then something to gain. And then yani, anadi, something like that. You can say. Therefore, we can say Vija. The word Vija is derived from the Vid. Lavinyani Doti Yenza, and then the last one is Doti. Doti means to find delight, finding delight, to find a delight. Here, Vedana is in that sense. Vedayati, it finds a delight. And then it is a, how to say, simile is giving with the king. The Vedana is like a king. So Raja Viyahi Vedana on the page number 153, second paragraph, Atha Salini, there you can see. Vedana is like a king. Okay, the other dhammas are like a what? A cook, like a cook. So I think you have heard, you have read about the cook, the king, and the cake, something like that. Some of the book. So the cook has to prepare the food. Okay, so has to prepare the food, and also the cook in front of the king has to taste. Okay, and also has to test. Whether it is poisonous or not. Okay, uh, the kings, ancient time, the kings are very powerful. Nowadays, modern governments are also maybe very powerful. So because they have so much worry about their security, so and also there are many people who likes and dislikes. That's why they have to be very cautious uh, about their security. So the king has to, whenever food are ready, the cook has to come and has to test uh, whether it is there is a poison or not. And also in that case, you can see that the cook cannot take as much as he want, just a piece of a meal, piece of the food, a piece of the curry, small pieces of the curry, and so on for testing. But the Vedana is like a king. The king, what has can take it, whatever curry he like, as much as he want. Okay. So also Vedana enjoy the taste of the object as much as it desires. So that's why the commentator give a simile of the king. So it has a what a Vedayita Lakkhana. Characteristic is a Vedayita. Okay. Vedayita means enjoying or experiencing. There sometimes you can see okay, Sukha Vedana enjoy is okay, understandable. Okay. What about Dukkha Vedana? Whether Dukkha Vedana really enjoy the object or not, the taste of the object or not. Okay, because it's good, we enjoy it. Okay, if it is not good, we feel what disgusted. Okay, so whether you enjoy or you feel delightful or you feel disgusted, it means that you are tasting. Okay, you are enjoying the taste of the object. So in this way, commentator explained that. So it may be either sukha vedana, pleasant feeling, or dukkha vedana, unpleasant, or adukha sukha vedana, neutral feeling. So whatever it may be, uh, as long as it functions as a vedana, it enjoys the taste of the object. Yeah, that's why they say on the paragraph, first paragraph on the page number 153 of the Atha Salini, they say Chatubhumika Vedanahi no Vedayita Lakkhana Nama Nati. Okay, so how many planes of existence do we have? Okay, how many planes or how many existences maybe do we have? Maybe we can say according to Theravada Buddhism or according to Buddhism, we have 31 planes of existences. Okay, but the 31 planes of existences we can again group as a karma play, karma existence. Okay, sensual existence, material existence, rupa bhava and arupa bhava. Okay, so the Lokodara is also called what? Avatabhumi. Okay, Lokodara is a kind of Avatabhumi. It's a location at no location. Avata means no location. But even though comparatively, if we say there are 3 locations, then in the comparative sense, we have to say Lokodara as Avatabhumi. So something like
So,
that. So it,
Sayadaw,
yeah.
here it mentioned Jadu Bhumika Vedana. So that means they include Lokodara also.
Lagodara Cheda, yeah.
I mean,
Sure.
in Athagatha it mentions Jadu Bhumi.
Surely,
So,
Jadu Muga Vedana belong to Kama Rupa Arupa Logodara.
oh, I see.
So because you see, whenever Mega Jeda Vala Jeda arises also, it associates with the Vedana, right? Yeah. So that's the point. So whatever Vedana that exists in the these four planes of existences, then there is what experiencing or enjoying the taste of an object as a Vedana. So in Myanmar we have a nine branches of the Theravada tradition, right? And like a Sudama, Shuijin, right? So ancient time before that the systematic arrangement of this, before such a limitation of the branches of the Theravada Buddhism, so officially or legally, uh, there are there are some Mahathiras or very senior monks. They don't want to live under the name of one branch. That's why maybe under the name of the Sudama or under the name of Shuijin or whatever name they don't want to say. Uh, they live as a what? Uh, free from the branches, free from the branch. Okay. Uh, so it's called in Bali Ghana Vimodi. Ghana Vimodi. Ghana means a group or Vimodi means a free from branch. Okay, Ghana Vimodi. So they are in this way under because the most the most vulnerable theologies are very good at the practice and also in behavior, in teaching, learning, meditation. So that's why there are many followers also they have. So when the government of Myanmar so start to officially officially recognize, okay, officially categorize, okay, you belong, this monk belong to Sudama or Shuijin or and so on. So there is a problem for these monks. Okay, what kind of a name should we give it? Because they don't belong to this named group. So in that case, they give the name of the Kanawimo. Kanawimo also became a kind of a Kana. Okay, do you know the word Kana? Kana means a group. Okay, so even though they live under the name of a Kana Wimode, the free from the group, so later they are included under the name of the Kana Wimode group, group of the group free, something like it, like that. Here is Awata Bhumi is like that. Even though Nibbana is not a Bhumi, right? But comparatively, if we compare with the other Kama, Rupa, Arupa, so is said to be as Avata Bhumi. So that's why Chatu Bhumika Vedana. So in the world, so there is no find the taste of the object. So that something like that is given. And then Vedayida, so its function is Anubhavana Lakkhana or Ithagara Lakkhana. Right? Anubhavana. So Anubhavana means what? Enjoying. So like the king is enjoying the taste of the object. So that is Anubhavana. And also they say what Ithagara Sambhoga. Not only Ithagara, yeah, Ithagara Sambhoga. Sambhoga rasa. Sambhoga means what? Amisa Sambhoga, Dhamma Sambhoga we have, right? Sambhoga means enjoying. Okay, enjoying together. So if we enjoy the four requisites together, it is called Amisa Sambhoga. If we enjoy Dhammas together, that is called Dhamma Sambhoga. So maybe if we practice meditation under the name, maybe under the guidance of Anapana meditation, okay, then it means Anapana, we are enjoying Dhamma Sambhoga. Sometimes we monks or nuns, they share the practice of the Dudanga, okay, 13 Dudanga or the practice. So those who share, who practice together, the practice together, it doesn't mean that they live together, or maybe they may live apart from one another, but they are sharing that they are practicing Dudanga. So that's called Dhamma Sambhoga. Okay. If someone, some of the monks or nuns, they are disobedient or very, very, how do you say, idle-minded or whatever, so very difficult to admonish. They don't obey the rules and regulations. To admonish, give admonish again and again, and then if he is found to be very obedient, disobedient one, then he should be expelled from the Sangha community. It means we are not regarding him as a no monk, okay? But he may be a monk, he may remain as a monk, but we don't communicate at all. We don't share our requisites with him or with her, as well as we don't share our practice with him or with her. So that is called okay daga. Okay, you have a study in a Vinaya, three kinds of okay daga basim. So here the word is regarding the Sambhoga. Okay, Sambhoga means enjoy together. Bhoga, bonjadi. Aithagara, enjoy what? Only what? The manner or the what? The pleasant, the pleasant manner of the object. Okay, delightful manner of an object. They take it. It means they will not take it, whatever it lies. Okay, whatever perspective it lies. Maybe for dukkha vedana, it lies the what? It find delight in the unpleasant things, right? So even though it is naturally unpleasant, but for that kind, for that person, that that manner is big. That manner becomes what pleasant or delightful to them. So that's why here commentator gave another two kinds of function. One is Anubhavana rasa, and also more specifically is another way is Ithagara Sambhoga rasa. So, so enjoying the delightful or pleasant part of the object. And then another one is the Jitasika Asada Pachubatana, right? Jitasika Asada Pachubatana. What is that? Opana is Adhana Sandaya Vodam. So wait, Jitana, not Jitana. Here is Vedana Chitasiga. Chitasiga, Jeda, Asada do, finding delight. Okay, Asada, Asada mean you can also simply say pleasant. Okay, Chitasiga Asada do is means Vedana. Adano Sabawi Niwa Ubadhanan. So it appear in our mind, okay? It Ubadhana me, Pachubadhana me, it appear in our mind. Whatever, whenever you heard, whenever you hear about the word Vedana, so what do you, what appear in your mind? So the word Vedana together with the Vedana, uh, uh, the understanding of Vedana in our mind is the word. Chitasiga asada do, no? Chitasiga asada wasina. Chitasiga asada bajubadhana. So, what Vedana appear in our mind is that uh, it appear as a delightful things, okay? And also, we understand that uh, that it appear in the mind, okay? We like or not, it appear in our mind. Okay, we enjoy or not it appear in our mind. So pleasant or unpleasant it appear in our mind. That they got Chitasiga. So pleasant, pleasantness we can simply say pleasantness or being pleasant in the mind. So it in this manner it Vedana appear within in our mind. So if you practice meditation, whenever Vedana, you take note of Vedana, okay? In the Vedana Nupassana, Vedana Su Vedana Nupassi reality. So, so, so you have to take note, right? Take note that it's a pleasant feeling, painful feeling, Sukha wa Vedana, Vedaya Mano, Sukha Vedana, Vedaya Midi, Pasyanadi, like that. That is the thing which appear in our mind. Whatever appear, so in the mind as a Vedana, it means that as a being pleasant, okay? As a state of being pleasant in our mind, in the mind. It is a manifestation and also Badadhana, proximate cause. Proximate cause is a what? Pasadi Badadhana. Pasadi, how to say, tranquility. Okay, is the or calmness of the mind and body. Okay, pasadi, calmness of the mind and body. Okay, calmness of the mind and body. In that case, it may be mostly emphasize on the sukha vedana, right? Pasadi is the base body, uh, the condition, right? Pasadi is the condition for the what? Sukha vedana. Pasadi Sukha. Okay. So, but what about the Dukkha? What about the Dukkha and Adukha Sukha? So they also belong to that. They should also have a calmness of the body and mind. Maybe in the Dukkha, how to say, Dukkha Vedana, if you Vedana. So you have to think about. So, but very obvious is Sukha Vedana is conditioned by the Pasadi, okay, proximate cause. Whenever there is a Pasadi, there is a Sukha, okay. Then whenever there's a Sukha, there will be Samadhi, concentration, and so on. So, but that is in the meditative experience level. But in the normal level, in the ordinary level, so when we are going to experience a kind of a new object, a new taste of the object, okay, new taste of the object. So the point is that we have to calm down all the previous feeling or enjoying the taste of the object. Feeling, we can clearly know, we can clearly enjoy the taste of another object, okay? Another taste of the object. So that in that sense, in that very basic sense of the basadi, it is possible, applicable as a proximate cause for the arising of a Vedana. So the point here we have to understand is that maybe basadi, we have a too much influence on the meditation or Vidama. Basadi is used in a very good size. And also it belongs to the Kaya Basadi, Cheta Basadi, it belongs to Sovana Chitasika. Don't let yourself influence on this specific interpretation of the Abhidhamma or meditation, but the general meaning of the Basadi, here we can take it. So that will be applicable for your
Sayadaw.
for your. Hmm?
Sayadaw. Yeah, maybe I think we still talking about the first Mahakusala Citta, right? So which
Actually,
means,
but,
yeah, so
hmm,
in this case, the Vedana is in fact referred to the Sukha Vedana. Can we
hmm.
understand it that way? Because otherwise,
That way, that
yeah,
way also, that way is a more appropriate.
yes, because I think when we get to the Akusala Cittas,
Hmm.
then in there we
That
also
is
have Vedana and the approximate case may be different, I think.
yeah. There is a no basadi for the agusala,
Yes, yes.
and also dukkha vedana. There may be yeah, domanasa or dukkha vedana, loba mula. In that case, yeah, another approximate cause there may be,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah,
So like, we shall see there.
yeah.
But here, yeah, you are right. It is about talking about the Mahagusala Jida. So in that case, Mahagusala Sukha Vedana, yeah, surely arise Sukha Vedana. And then the approximate goal is what? Uh, Even though it is, how to say, not a meditation, right? Sometimes while you are doing dana, generosity, okay. At that time, also there is a sukha vedana. That sukha vedana is a condition, okay. How to say, spiritually, what calmness, meditative calmness of the body, or meditative calmness of the mind, right? Even in the Mahakusala Jeta, so while you are doing dana, suppose, okay, there is a sukha vedana is there. So maybe you are doing dana, you are very busy. You may be very busy even in doing dana, okay. Maybe physically, how to say, physically maybe very tired. Maybe the whole night you cook and then you haven't yet slept. You haven't yet slept. So, but what happened? So, so you with the mind or with the intention to do dana. Okay, I'm going to do dana and so on. I'm preparing for the doing dana. So that kinds of a mind may be helpful for you to have a kind of a calmness, okay, a kind of a calmness. That's why here that is it good to take as a Magu because of Magusala Jeda, okay, because the context is in the Mahagusala Jeda, Pasadi is there. So for the rising of the Vedana, but at the same time we have to consider about the nature of what the general or common nature of the Pasadi. It means what? In order to be happy, okay, pleasant feeling arise, one way or another, we have to have a pasadi, okay? So that pasadi may be based on the total, how to say, meditative calmness, or spiritual calmness, or maybe relaxation of the body, okay? Sometimes you are, how to say, exhausted, you work hard so much, and that so with the relaxation on your body, then what happens? So that is something about that very interesting, and also we have to consider all the things together when we, and also the specific context we are talking. That's also we have to keep in mind, like Mr. Raya said. So also we have to pay attention to the general perspective, a common overall perspective of the uh, relationship between these. These are not the other, but the relationship between cause and conditions, cause and effect, and also that will be very helpful for us to understand the Dhamma. Then we go to another point, that is Sanya. Okay, let's move to the Sanya. So Sanya, we recognize, we understand that it is interpreted as a what? Perception, right? Perception, we perceive something as this or that. So that is called Sanya. So that's why in Atha Salini explained that Sanya is a Sanjanadi di, okay? Sanjanadi di Sanya, okay? Sanjanadi di Sanya. Perceive, to make a note, to make a note. So Sanya is to make a note or to know well, okay? To know well, in that case to make a mark, to make a note. So yeah, with the Adhasalini gave what? A simile of what? Sanjanana Lakana, it is also simile of the what? Mark, made by a carpenter, okay? So here just I just put the word mark, okay? Mark is there. Mark, whatever mark, whoever made, it doesn't matter. So mark is for what? In order to recognize it later, okay? So you make a mark in this place, okay? And then later, in future, you recognize, oh, this is this. So like people used to put a signpost, okay? Signboard or signpost, they put on the roadside. In order to mark, this is the lane number 1 or lane number 2 or 3 and so on. This is Shwedagon Pagoda Road or maybe whatever, Swetovia Road and so on. This is the mark. So whenever you see the signpost or signboard, then you can understand, oh, this is a kind of a sanya. Okay? Sanya, in order to recognize, in order to perceive. So Sanjanana Lakana, okay? Sanjanana Lakana, Sanya. So it can be because it knows well, Okay. Sanjanana lakana sanya. Abhinyane sanjanadi. So not knowing, so you have to study, I think, Vijnana, the difference between Vijnana and the Sanya and Banya, right? And you Abhidhamma study at the university, IDBMU. Then the different types of the knowing, uh, what? Between Vijnana, Sanya, and Banya, okay? So Vijnana is just awareness of the object. And then Sanya is compared to Vijnana, Sanya knowing is more specific, okay? More, not just knowing, but by making a mark, okay? So sometimes you go, for example, and then you just pass by, and then you know it. Oh, this is this. But just knowing there, but you pay to make a mark. But in the case of a for future use, okay, for future use. So that is the difference between Vijnana and Sanyana, and then what? For the Banya, so Banya means knowing entity, not just making a mark, but trying to recognize, trying to differentiate between this and that, between what weak point and strong points, advantage and disadvantage, and so on. So that is analytical knowledge applied. That's a Banya. So Sanjyanana Lakana, and then what? The function is a Bhaja Vinyana Rasa Nimaita Karana. Okay, Nimaita Karana Rasa. Okay, the function is making a mark. Nimaita Karana, okay, making a mark, making a sign. So whenever you see new things and then you make a mark, oh, this should be noted as this or that. Okay. Pacha Vinyana, for what? For the future recognition. Okay. So we have to we want to recognize this in future. So that is the function of the what the sanya, and the abhinivesakarana. Abhinivesakarana. Abhinivesakarana is what? It is liable to be wrong. Okay, it is liable to be wrong. Okay, to be wrong. So to be a mistake. So maybe our mark, maybe someday after someday it may be changed. So or maybe it is a wrong recognition. Maybe it is making a mark in the wrong place. Okay, because that's why when we go to Yangon, or maybe as a villager, some of the new people, newcomer to the Yangon, they trying to what? This row number one. So by placing their nose on the what? On some shop, small shop. Maybe shops are changeable. Maybe maybe this month there is the shop, but next month there may not be that shop anymore in that the same place. That's why maybe next time they go to, maybe after 2 or 3 months later, that people from the remote area go again to the Yangon and they find out that this is a road on the mark of the what of a shop. He know that before, but that place already no more. Then he lost the way and so on. So that is the way. That's the weak point of the what sanya. Weak point of a sanya. So as a meditator or whatever, so sanya abhiya, whenever we say the word sanya, sanya is, it appears in our mind that it is liable to, what? Liable to be changed or liable to be mistaken. So I think you have heard about the, in the Buddhist Pali, Buddhist also is giving about the elephant. And one elephant and blind people, blind men. Okay. I just copy the picture here. Abhiniwe Sakara. There is maybe how many blind men? Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 blind men are there, and then they they touch different parts of an elephant, and then what? Someone it is when a blind man who touch the ear of a what? Elephant. They said it is a fun. So elephant is a fun. So for the task also, the one who does it is a superior, and also some trunk, tree, and also it is like a rope. It is a rope. So that is perception, very, 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 how to say, obvious a simile or the perception. Abhinivesakara Pachupatthana. Okay, perception is such a changeable or liable to change, liable to be wrong nature. So with this Sutta, the Sutta also very interesting, Adhikarana Sutta or whatever. I forget the complete name of the Sutta. So that is about the perception, and then also Bachupatthana, Badathana. What is Badathana? Yatha Upadhita Visaya. Visaya means object. Okay, the object that appear in that manner. Okay, Yatha Upadhita Visaya Badathana. Whatever object appear, we have to take note. Without object, that is obvious object, we cannot. There will be no perception, no sanya. Not possible to write sanya. So, and then Chetana, let's go to Chetana is Chetayita, Chetayadidi Chetana. Chetana means encourage, right? Chetana, Chetana has a function that to combine many dhammas together. Okay, so like a leader, like a group leader, maybe you're trying to collect many people. And then do sit in one place. So that is the first function of a Chetana, Chetayati. And also another is to encourage another dhammas. Chetana is Chetana encourage another dhammas to accomplish a kind of function, a kind of activity. So that's why Chetana is what? Chetayita Lakkhana. So in Myanmar we got seesaw. Seesaw means seesaw is a combination of 2 words. Number 1 is a say. Say is to combine together, to collect many people or many things together. Here in this case, Chetana, collect many dhammas, sajada dhammas together, and then to forward, to do something. It encourages or it leads another dhammas uh, to accomplish a kind of function. That's why Chetayita Lakkhana. Here simile is giving what the owner of the berry fee. Suppose you are landlord, okay? You have to work hard twice time, then the other uh, 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 2 times other people, okay? 4 times then other people. You have to work hard more than another people, another your workers. So that is what owner of the petty fee, that is Chetana. And you have to call many people to work in your petty fee, as well as you yourself also has to work there more than other people. So that is Chetana. And then Ayuhanarada, supporting. Chetana also supportive for the other people. It functions as a what? Supporting another mentalities. Samvidhana Bajubadhana. Samvidhana Bajubadhana means it means arrange. Right? It arrange another dhammas. Okay, like a leader of the what? Uh, like a leader of the workers, you have to assign, okay, you do this or you do that and so on. You make a group, give a group assignment or maybe individual assignment to each and every member of your community. So something like that. That is Pajubhatana. Bhadatana is not provided there, but maybe somewhere in the Visuddhi Magga or in the another cases, I was trying to find it and fill it out. And then the last one is Cheda. Cheda also very obvious for you. That's why Cheda you very familiar with you, right? Chede Didi Cheda, and also it's like a god. Okay. And then Vijanana Lakana, okay, knowing the object. And then Bobhangama Rasa, okay, it appear the function is it can past. Okay. Bobhangama is you can past. Mapasku Sanvidhana and Sandhana here. And then the approximate cause is a Nama Rupa. Okay. So that is about the Phasa Panjamaka Rasi, the meaning, the order of explanation given in the commentary that the Dhamma is there, the meaning and the simile, if possible, characteristic function, manifestation, approximate cause. So in this way, we can further study. Okay. Time is up, I think. Oh, sorry, no, oh, it's 10 past 8. So, thank you for listening, and then,
Sayadaw.
Thank you, Sayadaw.
thank
So
you.
much, Sayadaw.
Shadow.
So, by reciting Buddha Sasana Jidan Dedadu, Buddha Sasana Jidan Dedadu, Buddha Sasana Jidan Dedadu, Buddha Sasana Jidan Dedadu, Sadhu, Sadhu.